Hello, what's going on, everybody? Doing a little live stream reaction to the 49ers state of the franchise for 2021. Um, Pretty interesting to say the least. Not a ton of content, but um, just bringing football back to, uh, back to full stadiums and having fans back in the stands. That was kind of the premise of everything. Talking about the realization that fans will be back in the stands and how much of an effect that has on players. And it was just nice to see everybody sitting within the same room, not a mile apart without masks. So, um, the big news coming out of all this, of course, is the throwback uh, jerseys that will be worn this year. And there's actually multiple dates they will be worn. The first one being the Monday night, week 3 against Green Bay. Um, we also will be wearing on week 7 against the Indianapolis Colts, week 10 against the LA Rams, and week 15 against Atlanta. And then they're going to use the white the white road alternates week 13 against Seattle and week 16 against Tennessee. So be interesting to have those unis popping off. I will say the 49ers have the best drip of any team in the NFL when it comes to alternates or throwbacks. So interesting to say the least. I don't know if people on the East Coast and on the West Coast had a separate release of the state of the franchise. Hello, Tyrell. How are you doing? Some people had the state of the franchise already watched and were making stuff on it already. I just finished. Some of the news coming out of that, of course, is the fact that the Niners are inducting 2 members into their Hall of Fame. One of them being longtime 49er legend and Jerry Rice's counterpart when he played John Taylor. John Taylor is one of the best ex-49ers or retired 49ers. He was as talented as a second receiver as you could have gotten. Injuries kind of derailed his career a little bit, but he was damn good. And then the other player that was inducted into the 49ers Hall of Fame was middle linebacker Patrick Willis. A short career, but a very, very impactful career. 2 players that no doubt deserve to be in the 49ers Hall of Fame. Yeah, it's like I said, there wasn't a ton going on. If you guys watched the promos leading up to the unveiling of the jerseys, you will see Jerry Rice in there again, just like last time. And it was nice to see Jerry. He still looks damn good in his 50s with that jersey on. But yeah, there wasn't a ton other stuff really talked about. They talked to Jed about everything. They talked to not El Guido. I'm trying to think of who it was. Or was it El Guido? Might have been El Guido. And they were talking about, what the 49ers do for the community and all the stuff that they've been doing for the past 30 years. So that was nice to see. Like I said, Jed talked about, a range of topics. And like I said, the jerseys that are coming out this year, I'm sure everybody's going to cop them. I'm going to try myself. I already got my Faithful to the Bay jacket, so that'll be interesting. Hey, what's up, Payout Time? I look forward to getting alternates this year. I can't wait. Hoping Fred Warner gets re-signed soon so that I can, for sure buy the jersey. I try not to buy jerseys of players who are kind of on the fence as far as if they're going to re-sign or not. So definitely going to get a Kittle red throwback alternate, and I'm waiting on the news of Fred Warner. I am going to have 2 streams tomorrow. I'm interviewing Squabo Says he does a lot of stuff. He's not just a Seattle Seahawks YouTuber. He has a range of things that he does on his channel, but he is a fan of the Seahawks. So I will be interviewing him. And then I will also be interviewing another YouTuber at about 8 p.m. Eastern to talk Cardinals, to kind of wrap up my NFC West kind of I just wanted to do an NFC West live streams, crossovers, talk to other streamers of other walks of life who follow other teams. Peo was my first. I love Peo time. He's a good dude, positive energy. I wish I was as positive as Peo. And then, like I said, I'm going to wrap that up and maybe do some stuff during the season with those guys. I don't know how many times we would collab. You can only collab so much, talking about interdivisional stuff, but definitely would probably want to do it again. Maybe something in the middle of the season, maybe something right before the season. I don't know. It's crazy. There is so much not to talk about. And then there's, like I said, the state of the franchise just happened. Not too much besides the two players getting inducted into the 49ers Hall of Fame and really the jerseys and just the talk of fans being back in the stands. It's going to be interesting. You got I got a Canada Day stream tomorrow for Canadian players. Do Niners have any? You know what? I don't know. I'm horrible that I don't know that the Niners have any Canadian players. I don't know. I'd have to take a look. I'd have to have the roster in front of me to be able to answer that question. But go Canada. I'm open. I'm all for everybody, man. Canada, United States, whatever. I love everyone. But yeah, there, like I said, not too much else going on. There is, like I said, 2 interviews tomorrow that I will be doing. And then probably a little bit of a dead time. I do plan on having Larry Krueger on again during the beginning of training camp. Hopefully we can just talk about football and not have to talk about any injuries that are happening, because that seems to be always the discussion coming off my channel. A lot of people get tired of me talking about it, but it is what it is. The Niners are just been snake bitten the last couple of years, and until it's not a topic to talk about, I'm going to talk about it because it affects what you want to do as a team, as a franchise, when all your best players are hurt. So people say football is about injuries and whatever, and I agree. But when it gets to the point where you're not non-competitive, then it's a situation. George Kittle talked about some of the training that he's doing on some balance beams or something to try to improve the strength in his feet and his ankles and his lower legs. Because of last year, him missing the time with the fractured foot. He was very, very, one of those people that knows that he can't really do much for the team if he's always hurt. So that was nice to see that he's at least, taking preventative measures to try to make himself or keep himself healthy. Because without health, you have no shot. It'll be interesting, that first Monday night game where we first debuted those jerseys. Will Aaron Rodgers be playing? That's the $64,000 question that we're all going to be wondering about. Personally, I'd rather him not play because it would be an easier game, but I think a lot of people would respect the 49ers less if they won that game without Aaron Rodgers. It wouldn't say much about him at that point in the year. They win that game with Aaron Rodgers at that point in the season, then the Niners, definitely would probably get more recognition for it, personally. So in a way, you want to always play teams at their best with their best players, because then beating them means more. Whereas if you beat a team when they're down on their luck, like we were last year, a team beats you, drops 35 on you when you got 18 players on injured reserve. It's kind of like, yeah, so what? So part of me wants Aaron Rodgers not to be there, but part of me says, just bring it, like The Rock says. So hopefully that all works out in Green Bay. I do have one of my followers. I've had him on my channel before. His name is Tyler Menting. He's a Green Bay Packers fan. So for his sake, I hope Aaron Rodgers is ready to go. But that is a situation that is fluid right now. Nobody knows what's going on with that. But yeah, that was pretty much the gist of the state of the franchise. Jerseys, players getting inducted into the 49ers Hall of Fame, and pretty much just talking about football coming back post COVID-19 and having fans in the stands. not a hell of a lot more to talk about than that. Like I said, tomorrow I will be on at 2 p.m. Eastern to talk um, some Seattle Seahawks football. And then 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be talking some Arizona Cardinals ball. Thank you, Peo Time, for connecting me with Squabo Says. I appreciate that. He seems like a cool dude. I see what he's doing as far as what he's going to school for. I read his bio on YouTube, and I wish him a lot of luck because that's kind of what I wish I would have done if I would have grown up, in this era. Just that's what it's podcasting and this kind of stuff wasn't big back in the early 2000s, and it's really blowing up now. So why not go to school for something you're passionate about? And I wish young guys like him, all the best when it comes to that kind of thing. So everybody stay safe and healthy. Hopefully everybody tunes in tomorrow. If you don't, that's cool too. Slow time of year, so not much really. You're just kind of rehashing the same old things. But I definitely want to get some insight on Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. So hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. And until then, everyone, I'll see you on the flip side. See you guys.